Hi readers. If you like mysteries, then today's lesson is definitely for you. We will be approaching nonfiction texts the way that a detective might approach a mystery or a case, by looking for clues. So today I want to teach you that nonfiction readers pay close attention to anything that repeats. They're on the lookout for words, phrases, and images that repeat themselves. And when they find these, they think about how these might be clues to understanding an important idea hidden in the text. And they ask themselves, why is that clue important? What is the text trying to teach me about this? Now, I'm going to show you how I do this using a text called Toilet, How It Works by David Macaulay. I'm going to go right to the beginning of this book called Toilet, and I bet you can probably take some guesses about what this is going to be about. And I'm going to be using this strategy right here to help me figure out what the main idea is, at least the main idea of the first part of the text. So watch me as I do this. And be on the lookout alongside me, also thinking about those detective skills. Everybody knows what a toilet is for. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Goodbye, old friend. A spring garden. Already, I'm seeing some repetition. Are you? The word toilet, image of a toilet, image of a toilet, image of a toilet. 4 times. Remember, it can come up in more than one way. Just seems to be repeating itself already. Probably pretty important. Let's go to the next page. We know that this is probably definitely about toilets. So like, what exactly is this part in particular teaching us about toilets? A toilet's most important job is to remove the waste our bodies make. Tiny creatures called bacteria live in the waste. Okay, I'm starting to see another word repeat. What is it? Waste. So if I were reading right now, I would maybe take note of the words that are repeating on a Post-it, like I'm doing here. You might also highlight them if you're using a digital text, or write them in the margin, or maybe use the comment feature if you can. But you want to be keeping track of these things. So toilet, waste, those seem to be repeating themselves. Let's keep going. Tiny creatures called bacteria live in the waste. Bacteria, okay, so bacteria is repeating itself, produce useful nutrients, but if they get on our hands or back inside of our bodies has been repeating itself, they can make us sick. With the push of a button or the press of a handle, the toilet sends our waste. I feel like sends our waste on its way. I feel like sends is also kind of, it's not the same thing, but it's similar to. It's a synonym or a similar idea or word. Sends is kind of like removes. So a toilet removes waste, a toilet sends our waste. So I feel like sends/removes also is worth noting. Okay, clever toilet. Haha. And the image of a toilet too. Okay, so now I have a list. Maybe I would have a mental list, some highlighted words of words, phrases, images, ideas that are repeating. And now my job is to look at all these words and ask myself, well, why are the words repeating so important? What could they mean? Thinking about them as if they're clues to a mystery. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually just try to string these together and almost just make a sentence out of them. Toilet, waste, bacteria, bodies. Okay, I'm also gonna be remembering, of course, what I learned, not just making it up, but filling it in with things I've learned from the page. So toilets help to get rid of or send or remove waste. And this is, why are these words important? This is important because there's waste in our bodies and we need to get rid of it in a safe way so that we can stay healthy. Okay, so do you see how by one, reading and paying attention to the details that repeat, I then can make a list and then string together those clues to make a statement, a main idea statement that's probably close-ish to right. I could even try to refine my statement by saying something more like, toilets let us remove waste from our homes safely. So I went from noticing repeating details to then making a list of them, thinking about them, putting the pieces together, to then making a statement. I want you to try this on the next few pages. Read to notice the details that repeat, and don't forget, it can be words, phrases, images, and ideas. And then ask yourself, well, why are these so important? What is the text trying to teach me about this? By following these steps and looking for these kinds of clues, you'll get really close, if not all the way, to the most perfect main idea, without a doubt. So get to it. I can't wait to see what you come up with.